Are we live? I hope we're live. How are you doing this week, people? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just gonna see. How are you doing this week, people? I hope Yep, everything's coming through. So so that's that. I know that the sound's coming through. Well, I hope the sound's coming through. If you got a mind to, if you just write in the comments and just say hi, and I can say hi back, and I'll know who's in and who isn't. Because that's the thing with doing live streams. It's a one-way thing. It's not like a gig where you've got loads of people reacting with you. So it's like singing into a mirror. It's a strange feeling. But I'm getting quite used to it now, and I'm enjoying doing these live streams. I've been practicing some new songs. Some of them new. They're all new. When you say new songs, it's new songs that you're not battered out there at gigs, for years. And some of them I wrote a couple of days ago. Some of them I wrote months or years ago, and I just went through all my files full of songs, and I pulled some out and worked through them, and it's good to get the juices flowing when you're practicing. But yeah, so this week I'm going to be singing mostly my own songs. I sound like him off the this week mostly I've been eating radish. What's his name on the Fast Show? It's what's it called? It's a really good comedy show that was. Any road. This first song, what's it about? Well, I wrote this last week. I think was it last week? Early this week. This one. I think it was a Monday. I think it was Monday I wrote it, and or Sunday or Monday, this one. And I was sat there like I'm in me heavy coat, trying to keep warm like everybody else is. And it didn't take long before that came along. So I wrote this one, and it's all about being cold and getting robbed, and the usual thing. I'm kicking the equipment around here. Yeah, and so this one's it's called Central Heating Blues. I hate it, snow when it's raining. Cold wind cuts you to the bone. I won't be calling round to see you, just call you on the telephone. I don't mind it when it's sunny, I prefer it when it's warm. Keep the snow for the Eskimos, and the snow's blowing in a storm. I turn on my central heating, but I can't afford the bills. I'm on the verge of getting frostbite and hypothermia that kills. I'm so wrapped up here in a blanket, wearing mittens and a hat, 2 pair of socks and my long johns, a scarf and a cravat. So to Shell and to BP and all that sell us energy, one day comes come a-calling, just you wait and see. I hope you choke on your caviar and your lungs fill up with champagne, 'cause your greed and exploitation is what's causing us so much pain. I turn on my central heating, but I can't afford the bills. I'm on the verge of getting frostbite and hypothermia that kills. So I'm wrapped up here in a blanket, I'm wearing mittens and a hat, 2 pair of socks and my long johns and a scarf and a cravat. Tories know what they're doing, and it looks like they don't care. But they're all shareholders, making money, to be fair. We should not be surprised. We all know they're corrupt. You would think that we'd had enough and that we would all rise up. I turn on my central heating, but I can't afford the bills. I'm on the verge of getting frostbite and hypothermia that kills. I'm so wrapped up in a blanket, I'm wearing mittens and a hat. I got 2 pair of socks and my long johns, a scarf and a cravat. You'd be forgiven for thinking that we would all want to protest, but protesting has been outlawed, so we're officially oppressed. I'm tempted to start a fire and burn all of my furniture, just to keep from freezing over. Prevention's better than a cure. I turn on my central heating, but I can't afford the bills. I'm on the verge of getting frostbite and hypothermia that kills. So I'm wrapped up here in a blanket, I'm wearing mittens and a hat. I got 2 pair of socks and my long johns, a scarf and a cravat. So as we all sit here freezing and the winter brings on the cold, let's all pray for global warming. It'll save the poor and the old. I turn on my central heating, but I can't afford the bills. I'm on the verge of getting frostbite and hypothermia that kills. So I'm wrapped here in a blanket, I'm wearing mittens and a hat. 2 pair of socks and my long johns, a scarf and a cravat. I turn on my central heating, but I can't afford the bills. I'm on the verge of getting frostbite and hypothermia that kills. So I'm wrapped up here in a blanket, I'm wearing mittens and a hat. I got 2 pair of socks and my long johns, and a scarf and a cravat. There you go. And the word was cravat. Now this song that I'm going to do now is it's a song I wrote a few years ago, and it's actually out on YouTube. I think I've got it out on there at the moment. It's actually out on. Turn that down and see who's in. Patrick, good evening, Patrick. David Donnelly, Graham Buckley are watching. How you doing, fellas? Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you here. The thing is, it's amazing, you know. Sometimes when I do these, every week I do these live streams, and the only people I know have come on is the people that leave a message, that comment down below. So if you're watching and you don't comment below, I don't know you're here. But it's a strange thing, because today I started looking into ways of researching the reach that these videos get, because I get 60, 70 views, something like that. It might be 20 views, it might even be less than that, and it might be more. You know, it's strange, because I got one that's done 300 views and one that's done 8. You know, and I don't know why. I can't figure it out. It must just be, you know, football's on tonight or that kind of thing. But I'm trying to get involved in the research of it all, because behind the scenes, that the cogs are all turning in Facebook and YouTube and all the rest of it. And what I'm trying to do is to get to grips with the analytics of it, because it's very interesting, but also it can show sort of, not mistakes, but things you're not doing right, in order to get your reach, to get across to people. But it's all part of the fun. Anyway, so yeah, getting back to this song, it's in E, Now this song is a song I wrote quite a few years ago now, when there was a big hoo-ha about 5G, and everybody was being a bit of a conspiracy theorist. To hold my hands up. Everybody was saying, "Oh, this 5G, it's going to kill us, it's going to fry us to death," and so, of course, everything like that runs through the old Swede. I end up writing songs about it. But I do know somebody that works on 5G, and I'm not going to mention any names, but he works on 5G, and he puts the antennas up and that kind of thing. And we got talking about this, and I said, how bad is this 5G? And he said, it's okay because it's all up there. He said, but you don't want to be stood in front of it for more than 5 or 10 seconds. He said, because the very ones that we put on are very, very powerful. He says, and it doesn't do you any good at all. And then there was things on YouTube and that, where there was a 4G or a 3G mast next to a tree, and literally half the tree, the leaves, the twigs, everything was all dead on one side, and there was no birds about. No birds would go there. A few dead on the floor, and no birds would go anywhere near it. And you think, ooh, hang on a minute, because it's all microwave technology, and it's all about the frequencies, because everything in the universe is a frequency, and the frequency it runs on is 60 hertz, and the thing is, I forget what it's called now. I don't know if it's Derpa or Devra or something like that. But the people that experiment with weaponry and that kind of thing, Porton Down and all that area. There was a fellow once giving a talk about when they first learnt about microwaves. Now, the microwaves we know are the ones that we warm up our chips when they go cold and stuff like that, and warm up the soup. But them are pretty tame in comparison to some of the microwaves that they were experimenting with, which were literally frying herds of sheep and all sorts. It's terrifying. And he said he worked on them for about 10 years, and he says, in his opinion, there shouldn't be a microwave within 100 yards of a school. And you think to yourself, bloody hell, that's a bit thing. Anyway, so I digress. And so I'm going to sing this one. It's called 5G. 5G, what you gonna do to me? Are you gonna make me die when you're flying through the sky? Well, 5G, what you gonna do to me? Well, 5G, you're invisible to me. Your antennas may be round, but you make no sound. Well, tell me, 5G, what you gonna do to me? Everybody wants to know when the current starts to flow, if you're going to behave just like a deadly microwave, or are you harmless and inert when running out of 60 hertz? Is my skin gonna fry, or are we all gonna die? 5G, is it true that it lasts long? My data speed will be fast, or as slow as in the past? Tell me, 5G, tell me what you gonna do to me. 5G, will the signals in the sky help to speed up my Wi-Fi, so someone has to die? Well, tell me, 5G, what you can do for me. 5G, tell me, what can you do for me? Everybody wants to know when the current starts to flow, if you're going to behave like a deadly microwave, or are you harmless and inert when you're running at 60 hertz? Is my skin gonna fly? Am I gonna die? Tell me why. 5G. Tell me what you gonna do for me. Are you gonna make me die? Fly through the sky? 5G. Tell me what you gonna do for me. Are you gonna fly through the sky? Are we all gonna die? Tell me 5G. Tell me what can you do for me? Well, 5G. Tell me what can you do for me? Well, 5G. Tell me what can you do for me? There you go, 5G. Now, this one, if I can remember how this one goes. What I do is, this one, I wrote this earlier on today. And what I do is, I always save the, which one was it? It was that one. I have to record it, otherwise you forget how the melody goes. And so... Baby, help me loosen up my... Right, got it. So, yeah, so when I write a song, it's predominantly the lyrics that come out. And then you sort of play about with it until you find what fits the lyric. And also the important thing for me is the syllables, because that could determine how the melody's going to run, like this one. Baby, help me loosen up my load. I'm tied down tight and I just got off the road. Baby, help me loosen up my load. Help me loosen up my load. Baby, help me empty my sack. I picked so much cotton it almost broke my back. Baby, help me empty my sack. Help me loosen up my load. Baby, help me blow off some steam. I got so much pressure, makes a poor boy scream. Baby, help me blow off some steam. Help me loosen up my load. Baby, help me loosen my load. I'm tied down tight and I just got off the road. Baby, loosen up my load. Help me loosen up my load. Baby, help me empty my tank. Help me unload. It's you I'll have to thank. Baby, help me empty my tank. Help me loosen up my load. Well, baby, help me loosen up my load. I'm tied down tight and I just got off the road. Baby, help me loosen my load. Help me loosen up my load. Help me empty my sack. I picked so much cotton it almost broke my back. Baby, help me empty my sack. Help me loosen up my load. Help me blow off some steam. I got so much pressure, makes a poor boy scream. Baby, help me loosen my load. Help me loosen up my load. Help me blow off some steam. I got so much pressure, makes a poor boy scream. Help me blow off some steam. Help me loosen up my load. Baby, help me loosen up my load. I'm tied down tight and I just got off the road. Baby, help me loosen my load. Baby, help me loosen my load. Help me loosen up my load. I had a bit of fun writing that, in actual fact. Let's pick this one, I think. Sometimes I prefer just to use the nails rather than a thumb pick, because it can be an aggressive attack on the strings, the thumb pick, whereas the fingers, that can be a little bit more gentle and suit some songs. But I keep playing around with this one. This one's me Big Cup of Java song, and this is all about coffee. I don't want no sugar, and I don't want no cream. That's the way I likes my caffeine. I don't want it milky, well, I just want it black, strong enough to give me a heart attack. I wakes up every morning just about 5:30. Boil me up some Java, cause it helps me come alive. So don't make me no breakfast, I don't want no tea. Big cup of Java is good enough for me. Wakes up every morning just about 5:30. Boils me up some Java, cause it helps me come alive. So don't make me no breakfast, and I don't want no tea, cause a big cup of Java is good enough for me. Well, grind me up some beans, make 'em heavy roast. The dark beans are the one I like the most. And get that percolator and bring it to the boil. Make sure that my coffee does not spoil. I wake up every morning just about 5:30. Don't make me no breakfast, don't make me no tea. A big cup of Java is good enough for me. So don't make me no breakfast, and I don't want no tea, cause a big cup of Java is good enough for me. Got there in the end. Right, okay. Should I do this one? I might do this one for you. This was one I wrote quite a bit ago. This I've only done it once or twice. You'll see why as soon as I start singing it. Oh, before I forget, don't forget that if you want a CD, then all you have to do is message me. And I've got a CD with 10 tracks on. It's 7 of your English pounds, the perfect Christmas present. And all you have to do is message me, and I'll send you the CD, and I'll also throw in a free DVD to go with the CD. Is that the way? That's the way. So you get 2 for the price of 1. Cheaper twice the price, as they say. But it's not got this one on, unfortunately. But then again, that might not be a bad thing. called The Constipation Blues. I'm all bunged up, my belly feels like lead. It's been a month or so since I've used a head. It feels like someone sealed up my ass with glue. I need a number 2. I tried Centerpods and those laxatives don't work. Even tried yoga and about to go berserk. Tried drinking orange, mama made me a special brew. I need a number 2. I got the constipation blues. Got the constipation blues. Got the constipation blues. Got the constipation blues. I dream a daily belly or a follow through. My personal obsession is to take a poo. It's a wasted journey going to the loo. My lack of bowel movement is making me blue. I'd like to drop a load, but I can't seem to go. I'm all bunged up and my movement is slow. To lay some cable is all I wanna do. I need a number 2. I dream a daily belly and I follow through. My personal obsession is to take a poo. It's a wasted journey going to the loo. My lack of bowel movement is making me blue. I got the constipation blues. I got the constipation blues. I got the constipation blues. I got me the constipation blues. You know I'm blue. I got the constipation blues. There you go. I don't know if anybody's noticing, but my voice is a little bit it's a little bit croaky because I'm just getting over a cold. But it wasn't the Rona. That's gone now. It doesn't exist anymore, that, does it? Or does it? It's still flying around China, apparently. Well, that's another story. They call me Mr. Nobody, I'm the never heard of guy. They say the sky's the limit, but in limited supply. All I need's a lucky break, a chance for me to shine. I'm hoping someday the planets will align. Well, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I said, now I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. And I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. If I was famous, I'd sell my old Pontiac. I said, if I was famous, I'd sell that old Pontiac. I'd buy me a diamond ring and a gold-plated Cadillac. Well, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I said, now I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. I said, I'd be famous if everybody knew my name. You know, I'd be famous if everybody knew my name. Gotta sell your soul if you want a taste of fame. I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I said, now I'd be famous if everybody heard my song. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. I've been waiting on fame. Said I've been waiting on fame. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too There you go. The Fame song. Now, if everybody and anybody sees this on Facebook, then that's fine, but it's not always the case. I'm on YouTube, and I'm also on Instagram. And if you search GJ Armstrong on either of them, then I'll pop up. I've also got some other, I should push them really. I've got 4 different channels. One is Blue Brompton. The other one is GJ Vespa Rider. And then there's DPM Stealth Camper. And that's all about camping. So we got one about the Brompton cycle, one about my Vespa I used to have, and it's got a lot of videos on riding around. And then there's my camping one. Now the camping one, I camp out, I go into the woods or wherever and camp out and video it. But it's stealth camping. And what stealth camping is it's a bit weird really. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to be as discreet as you can. The idea is to go and camp somewhere, preferably that you shouldn't, and then camp there and video it and have an evening meal and the breakfast, pack up and bugger off without getting caught. And so far I've not got caught, but you never know. I nearly got caught on one of the videos. There's about 18,000 plus views on that one when I got caught red-handed in the middle of the deep dark woods, and it was absolutely pitch black. But yeah, you go on them. But yeah, so if you go on to my YouTube channel, GJ Armstrong, and there'll be links on there. And you can also go on to me website, which is gjarmstrong.co.uk, and I'll be on there as well. So, right, let's see. Let's find. There's another one somewhere. Yeah. This one's called, it's all about money, this. What time are we on? Right, we're getting on to our pass. So I'll make this a last one. And then you can make a brew and watch whatever it is you usually watch. Does everybody brew up at 9 o'clock and then watch a film or something? We do. We Netflix it usually. Anyway, yeah, this one is called Best Bang for Your Buck. They say that youth is wasted on the young, and the money is wasted all the same. Years are rolling on, and most of the money's gone, but the wisdom of the wise man can be gained. Always get the best bang for your buck. It seldom comes with gambling or with luck. Knowledge is a key to the value guarantee in getting the best bang for your buck. If I go back to my younger days, there's a different kind of game that I would play. The game of thinking twice, don't go off the price, and don't go spending all your hard-earned pay. Always get the best bang for your buck, and it seldom comes with gambling or with luck. And knowledge is a key to the value guarantee in getting the best bang for your buck. Now that I'm in the autumn of my life, and I've been married to my lovely wife, I'm glad I saved my money, and though I love my honey, marriage is the most expensive thing in life. but always gets the big bang for your buck. It seldom comes with gambling or luck. Knowledge is the key to a value guarantee. Ain't always getting the best bang for your buck. I said always get the best bang for your buck. It seldom comes with gambling or with luck. You know the knowledge is the key to a value guarantee in getting you the best bang for your buck. In getting the best bang for your buck. In getting the best bang for your buck. Yes, folks, for all you young ones out there, remember marriage is the most expensive thing of all. So, let's just check and see if there's any more that come in. Oh, that looks like about it. Right, so, okay, so until next week, don't forget, every Thursday at 8 o'clock, and you can buy me a coffee, or you can buy a CD, anything to keep the shekels coming in, to keep the channels going. And as I say, check out on YouTube GJ Armstrong and DPM Stealth Camper and Blue Brompton and also GJ Vespa Rider. And you'll have a bit of fun seeing me have a bit of fun. So until next week, I shall see you then. Take care now.